remember talking to Kenya Burris about Jerrod one day, and it got a little heated. I didn't like what he was saying or how he saw Jerrod. You know what I'm saying? Like, how was he able to do this? I'm like, cause he writes and do everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like you do, but he can do that too.
Right.
And he's very charming and he's smart. You know, I think some people think that like
he's cute too. He's easy on the eyes.
I feel like they just think white people gave Jerrod this thing. Like, and a lot of times if you don't, this is just 100. Like, if black people feel like that you got everything from mainstream, they kind of feel like we don't have to support you because you got them. But if you don't have that support, they're like, all right, we got your back. That's why like you see like half-ass things be supported. Like, yo, this not even good. Why y'all like supporting this?
Because we have to, because they no support.
But that's what I'm saying. But you have to, I think you have to support everybody. We can't pick who's gonna give us the opportunity.
Okay.
You can't even pick your fans. You don't know who's gonna be a fan of you.
Right. Okay.
You don't.
That might be fair.
That is fair. Cause I catch it all the time. I'm like, fam, I'm all the way from the chitlin circuit. What y'all want me to do?
Right.
I ain't got no hookup. Ain't nobody in my family doing this.
But I would consider you mainstream successful now.
100%.
Yeah.
But I've been able to do both.
Yes.
Like if anybody did it like from like, if it was a handbook, you know how they people like, you know, it's a handbook. Think about it, from Comic View to the Oscars.
Right.
That's a real route.
That is. But is someone like Jerrod, I have a hard time saying his name. Jerrod, has he had the same?
His route was different. Only reason because, but what people don't realize, if you do good at that Just for Laughs festival in Montreal,
You good?
you good.
Okay.
And people forget that Kevin Hart had that type of lift. Kevin Hart had 2 careers. His first one was because mainstream Hollywood loved her. He had a sitcom on ABC and nobody remembers that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Because mainstream, that's why he got his deals, because he was killing the festivals and showcases and Comedy Central.
Yeah.
And then when all that went away, you know, I think Kevin's brilliance is when he decided to go back on the road again. And kind of like, I did the mainstream thing. Black people put Kevin back on top, and then he was able to combine forces because he knew both worlds.
Right.
And then shoot, boom, that's what it is, shoot doubles. So I don't know, man. Like I've seen, like Hannibal, you know, people used to say it about, like, you can't pick your audience. You don't know who's gonna give you the opportunity.
Yeah.
And what's weird about it, because you didn't give him the opportunity because either you may have thought you didn't like the way he did his stand-up or because he wasn't, you know, Arnaz J. You know what I'm saying? And so, I'm just being honest.
Right.
It's this weird thing where we don't, and that's why a lot of the young guys are not supported because of this whole, white people gave you this thing, so how we gonna, like, fam, come on.
Yeah. But that has a little bit to do with maybe jealousy. Maybe they would have wanted that push.
Yeah, I mean, I've had questions like, how did Jerrod get his show on NBC and y'all shot it on the Fox lot? Because that's what he asked for.
But that doesn't happen a lot, though.
I know.
So you got to understand.
So you should just be having a conversation with him instead of talking about him to somebody else.
A secure person would, but you know, we all need to go to therapy.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's one of the things. I'm very defensive of a lot of my friends because I'm like, yo, like you think about even like the Lucas brothers who could be considered taking a mainstream route, but guess what? They wrote Judas and the Black Messiah. So you know, say that with Jerrod, Carmichael's show was black.
It was, yeah. It was
You know what I
really
mean?
black.
Black, and he didn't mind hitting on so many topics on that show.
Yeah, I really liked that show.
And we could have came back. We didn't come back because Jerrod.
He didn't want to, right?
Well, it was because we, you know, I think they was gonna cut some of the budget. He felt like all of us should get more money, especially after Get Out and Girls Trip came out. He felt like me and Tiffany should get paid from that.
Yeah.
And because they weren't gonna take care of us.
There.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's what I'm
goodness.
saying.